"You have kidney disease." I said, "Excuse me?" She's like, "Yeah, you have what looks to be stage 2 kidney disease." Hello and welcome to my channel. I have a question for you. Have you ever just been on a diet, working out, and everything's going nice and swell, and then you'll get on the scale one week and it doesn't move, but you're like, oh, it'll move eventually, it's fine. Get on the scale the next week, maybe just a slight difference, not a full pound, and you're like, okay, progress. Get on the scale again, and you're back at the weight that you started at. When you've tried different eating habits or tried changing your eating habits, you've tried increasing your workload, you've tried different calories, you've tried different macros, and nothing seems to be working, that's when you start to think, maybe there's something inside going on. That's what I thought too. So about 2 months ago, I decided to go to the doctor. So I don't think kindly of doctors. I've had very bad family experiences with the doctor, just having very negative experience with doctors. So I am personally not a fan of a doctor. I try not to go if I don't have to. That's just the type of person I am. Obviously, I think a little different since COVID is a thing right now, but I haven't caught COVID either. So I had no intention of going to the doctors, but I had been working out, and this was in September. So I had been working out really hard and eating right really hard, and I hadn't lost more than about 12 pounds, which I'm still at that point. I've lost maybe 15, but this is also including water weight. So it's a very frustrating thing. I haven't figured it out. But anyways, I went to the doctor because I was like, maybe there's something wrong with my hormones. Maybe my hormones are out of whack. Maybe my thyroid is acting up. Let's just go to the doctors and see what's going on. So they took my blood, and my doctor goes, "You have kidney disease." I said, "Excuse me?" She's like, "Yeah, you have what looks to be stage 2 kidney disease." So obviously I am freaking out. "What do you mean I have kidney disease? I feel perfectly fine." Yada yada yada, to which she's like, "Yeah, you typically don't see signs of kidney disease until your kidneys are really like not functioning. Right now your kidneys are just showing signs of not functioning." And I was just like, okay, well, what do I need to do? To which she said, "We're gonna take another blood test just to confirm that's the case. I want you to stop working out," because to get into the nitty gritty, the way a lot of times your kidney levels is detected is your creatinine levels. If I'm butchering the name of that, I am completely sorry, but that is what it seems like it's called, is creatinine. And so my creatinine levels were really high, and so my doctor was assuming that it's most likely due to my workouts, because at the time I had upped them from about a moderate intensity to really high intense Chloe Ting workouts. This is when this was happening, was when I was doing the Chloe Ting workouts. And so my doctor was like, "Don't work out for it should have been a week, but it ended up only being about 4 days." And she was like, "Don't work out and then come in and get your blood test done on Monday," because this was on a Thursday. So I said, all right, cool. So I didn't work out for about 4 days. I had worked out that Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, didn't work out. So that's only 3 days. And then Monday morning I went in to get my blood redrawn. So that came in and my levels were even higher. To which I was like, all right, pause. This doesn't make any sense. If they're being elevated most likely by my working out, then wouldn't they have dropped? Well, here's the thing that my doctor didn't know this either. The keto diet can make your creatinine levels elevated. And this is simply because you're eating low carbs, and in exchange of low carbs, you're typically eating higher fat and higher protein. And at this time, I had readjusted my macros and I upped my protein and lowered my fat a little bit. So my protein and my fat were actually pretty leveled when you're looking at the grams. So that was actually what was going on, but I didn't know this and my doctor didn't know this. So my doctor, once again, after the second test, was like, "Yeah, your kidneys are not functioning right. You have kidney failure. You need to go see a kidney doctor." I need to go see a kidney doctor. And so COVID is a thing right now, and a lot of doctors don't have appointments real quick. They think I waited for about 2 weeks. Mind you, during this whole time I am freaking out because I think that like I'm literally like, should I stop doing keto? Should I stop eating protein. Like, what do I need to do? Because my kidneys apparently aren't functioning very well. I'm a young 24-year-old and I really just want to be able to work out and lose weight and live a normal life. And I had been asking my doctors questions, and like I could email her too. So I would email her all these questions and my doctor kept just saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. So while I'm waiting to try to get an appointment for a kidney doctor, I'm on Google, I'm on every medical website, I'm looking at medical abstracts, I'm looking at essays and other like formal documents of not experiments, but of studies and things like that, just to try to figure out what could be going on with my kidney. And then I come across something that says a lot of kidney diagnoses are false, and it was a very high percentage. I want to say it was 70 to like 90% of kidney failure diagnoses are false diagnoses, because creatinine levels can be elevated for a multitude of reasons that aren't related to your kidneys. And one of these is possibly keto, because of the diet can naturally elevate those levels. And then on top of that, I was also working out pretty intensely. So my muscles, creatinine is a muscle protein. So my muscles was producing more of this protein, and there was just probably more of it in my blood flow. And at this time, I also had gotten a trainer to kind of help figure out why I haven't been able to lose weight despite being pretty consistent. And even he was like, yeah, I have elevated creatinine levels, but there's nothing wrong with my kidneys. I go to another health provider to get a kidney doctor to see me, and I am lucky enough to get an appointment like that following Friday. So I have a phone appointment with her, let her know why I'm seeing her, kind of read off the numbers from my blood test, that blood test that was done, and then I had a blood test from like 2 years ago that I had the records of, and she was like, yeah, that's quite a jump in your levels. Let's get you another blood test done. For this blood test, since my doctor didn't know anything and I'm kind of relying off of the research that I had, I was still on the keto diet, but I wasn't working out. Now, this isn't just because of the blood test. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that I twisted my ankle pretty bad when I was roller skating. Literally, I think the first weekend of October. So I hadn't been working out for I think a good 2 weeks, or at least a week and a half, by the time I got this blood test done. About 2 weeks go by. So now we're at the end of October, and I have my in-person appointment with my kidney doctor to go over my test results. She checked me for lupus, she checked me for thyroid, she checked me for any other thing that could be hormone related, and I came out perfectly normal, in the normal range. Some things I was even in the lower range, which was a good thing. It wasn't like I didn't have enough of something. So she was like, your blood test, you're a very healthy young person. And my creatinine levels at this time had dropped because, once again, I hadn't been working out for about 2 weeks, to which that kind of made me upset, because I was like, if my doctor, primary care physician, had just said, let's actually wait a full week for you to stop working out, that might have been enough time for my levels to drop significantly. But that, because we only waited 3 days, there wasn't much of a difference. And I didn't stop doing keto. I was keto adapted this whole time. The levels just dropped on their own because I wasn't working out for a good while by the time I got that third blood test. Yes, guys, I got pricked a lot. It wasn't fun. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like needles. Anyways, that was my false diagnosis, and it wasn't fun. You need to really be your own advocate at the hospital when you go to the doctor, because, mind you, I went to the doctor to figure out why I wasn't losing weight. So after she had kind of been like, all right, I can't help you with this kidney problem anymore, you need to see a specialist, go do that, I said, cool, I will focus on seeing the specialist. Now, can we get back to talking about why I'm not losing weight, and can we figure this out? She's like, I don't know. And I said, sis, you have said I don't know to almost every question I've asked you. Like, you have to tell me something. So I got straight up pissed, and I said, fine, I'm about to look up some diet pills online. And this is before I know my kidneys fixed. So I said this as a threat. I know this is a threat to myself. This is gonna affect her in any way. And no, I'm not about to start taking diet pills. This is literally just me at my wit's end, trying to connect with my doctor to at least get some progress for the initial reason of why I came here. So my doctor says, fine, I'll recommend you to bariatric surgery. For my height, to even be eligible for bariatric surgery, I'm pretty sure I have to weigh 250 pounds. I don't weigh 200 pounds. I'm less than 200 pounds. Why would you recommend me for bariatric surgery? That was the last time I contacted her, because at that point I said, you're ridiculous. I'd rather you would have recommended me to a health specialist or a nutritionist, not a bariatric surgeon. And she never did it either. If you're not getting the treatment that you want to get at the doctor's, go to another one. And even if your insurance is limited, like, you do what you gotta do to get the care that you need. And that's my story, guys. I don't really know what else to say other than this shit was not fun. I never want to do it again. And I also think my camera is tilted the whole time. So if that's the case, I am truly sorry. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.